Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Ang pag-usapan natin ngayon ay tungkol sa multi-level marketing. Particularly, ano ba yung mga pwede natin gawin para makaiwas tayo dun sa mga fake na MLM, yung mga pyramid scam. Ang topic natin today is how to avoid a pyramid scam. But before anything else, I want to say that yung multi-level marketing or network marketing or affiliate marketing, these are legit businesses. Mga legit ways to make money, to earn income. Ang problema, may mga scammers na ginagamit itong business model na to para mang-scam o manloko ng mga ibang tao. So ang problem ngayon is how do we differentiate between the two? Paano natin malalaman kung legit ba tong MLM na to or network marketing business na to? At paano natin malalaman kung pyramid scheme lang ito, pyramid scam lang, or Ponzi scheme? Ang strategy na ituturo ko sa inyo ngayon ay meron tayong 8 questions na pwedeng itanong dun sa nagre-recruit sa atin. And based dun sa isasagot nila dito sa 8 questions na to, dito natin malalaman kung legit ba tong MLM na to or scam lang siya. So ano ba tong mga 8 questions na to? The very first question that you need to ask is, what product are you selling? Ano yung binibenta nilang produkto? Kasi lahat ng legit na businesses merong binibenta. Kung hindi man tangible product, ay merong service na pinoprovide. All legitimate businesses sell a product or service. This means the moment that your MLM sponsor says that there's no need for you to sell anything, then run away. Kapag ang script nila ay, nako, hindi mo kailangan magbenta, I'm very sure scam yan dahil kailangan yung magbenta. Question number 2, can I make money without recruiting anyone? Pwede ba akong kumita ng pera kahit na hindi ako mag-recruit ng mga downline? And ang mga legit na MLM businesses, yes, pwede kang kumita kahit na hindi ka nagda-downline. Kasi pwede kang kumita sa pagbebenta ng produkto nila. The answer must be yes because you should be able to make money through commissions paid on the sales of their products. Besides, it's easier to continuously sell products than to continuously recruit people. Isipin nyo yun, mas mahirap talaga na mag-recruit ng downline kesa sa magbenta ng produkto. So kapag na-invite mo na lahat ng mga kakilala mo, anong option mo? Mag-cold calling ka na, hahanap ka na ng mga bagong customers. And that can be very tedious. Medyo nakakapagod yon. Mas madali na maghanap ng customers na bibili ng produkto mo kasi once na maubos nila yung binili sa'yo, bibili sila ulit. And I think yun ang magsusustain ng multi-level marketing business mo. So again, ask, paano ako kikita ng pera dito nang hindi kumukuha ng downline? Dapat pwede. Another very important question that you need to ask is it possible for me to make more money than you? Kung magsisipag ako, kung talagang ipupurso ko to, bibigyan ko ng effort, pwede ba akong kumita ng mas malaki sa'yo dun sa recruiter? Yun ang itanong ninyo. New members of an MLM company should have the same income potential as older members because this means the compensation plan is fair. The intent should be to sell a product and not to sell a position. So dapat merong opportunity na mas malaki yung makukuha mong pera o yung income kesa dun sa nagre-recruit sa'yo kung mas magiging masipag ka sa kanya. And you have to ask the recruiter to explain the mechanics sa'yo. Kasi kung parating mas malaki yung kikitain nung nag-recruit sa'yo, then I think it is a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme. Dapat fair yung compensation plan. Kahit na late ka na pumasok ay malaki pa rin yung iyong income potential. Isang magandang tip dito is to ask the recruiter, sino dito or ipakilala mo naman ako sa isang member na ang laki na nung kinikita pero recently lang siya nag-join. Hindi siya nag-join during the very start or the founding of the MLM company. Dapat meron. The fourth question is it possible to make as much money even without downlines? Kung hindi ka magre-recruit, kaya mo bang tapatan yung income na kinikita ng isang merong downline? Again, the answer must be yes. you should be able to earn as much from simply selling products as someone who is more focused on recruitment. Be sure to have your recruiter do the math in front of you. If they cannot, then I suggest that you run away. So kung magfo-focus ka lang sa pagbebenta ng produkto, dapat yung income opportunity mo kasing laki pa rin or kasing laki din ng isang tao na nakafocus sa recruitment. Dapat fair yung compensation plan, as I mentioned earlier. And kung ayaw mo talaga maglagay ng downline, ayaw mo mag-recruit, ayaw mo kumausap ng ibang tao, gusto mo lang magbenta ng produkto, dapat yung income potential mo malaki pa rin. And especially yung mga incentives, usually yung mga ganyan, may mga free travel or may mga free car, di ba? Usually yan yung mga pinapakita nila. Dapat meron ka ring opportunity or chance na makuha yung mga incentives na yon simply from selling products. Number 5, and this is very important, kung lahat ng members ng network marketing ay tumigil sa pagre-recruit, tumigil sa pagkuha ng downlines, malulugi ba siya or it will continue to make money? If everyone stops recruiting, can everyone still make money? And the answer should be yes, because everyone can just focus on selling products. The strength of an MLM company is business duplication, which when removed, should simply transform them into a traditional business model and not crash down in flames. Ang strength kasi ng isang MLM company is kapag naka-recruit ng downline, mas maraming nagbebenta ng produkto. And that's why it is a successful business model. Kung titigil yung pag-recruit ng mga downlines, it will really just become an ordinary business na may mga sales agent at dapat kumikita pa rin siya, mabubuhay pa rin siya simply from selling their products. Question number 6. Is there a reasonable product return policy? Remember, nagbebenta ka ng produkto and sometimes hindi naman maiiwasan may mga defective na products or may mga bumili na gustong isole yung produkto. Dapat pwede. A business should protect the rights of consumers by implementing fair practices in their sales transactions. Ask them what the process is if someone wants to return or get a refund for an unopened or unconsumed product purchase. Kapag walang magandang customer support yung multi-level marketing company, kahit na legit siya, baka mamaya magkaroon ka ng problem down the line kapag nagkaroon ng pangit na batch or defective na batch yung produkto. That is a reality in life and minsan talaga hindi may iwasan. So, nasa quality of customer service talaga yung reason kung bakit magiging forgiving yung mga customers mo just in case na magkaroon ng pangit na batch or defective na product. They will still continue to patronize the business. They will still continue to buy the product if you are able to handle yung mga complaints nila effectively, which is really important. Kaya dapat merong customer service and a reasonable product return policy. Question number 7. Does your product have fair market value? Your recruiter should be able to explain why their product costs that much. Make sure that the price is not unreasonably bloated, whose only purpose is to pad the sales commissions for the uplines. Yung produkto, dapat competitive siya against the market. Ano ba yung mga alternative nitong produkto na to na pwede mo naman bilhin sa labas? Dapat merong compelling reason kung bakit pipiliin yung produkto ninyo. For example, maraming mga MLM na nagbebenta ng multivitamins, di ba? So yung mga multivitamins sila, usually aside from the usual, let's say, vitamin C, dinadagdagan nila ng ibang ingredient na mas makakatulong pa sa'yo. So yung ordinary vitamins sa market, it's just plain vitamins. So the reason why it's a little bit higher or more expensive yung produkto mo kasi may mga additional ingredients siya na nagbibigay ng benefits sa'yo. So dapat kayang i-explain at malinaw. Of course, kahit na may extra benefits yung product ninyo, hindi naman dapat siya sobrang taas. Dapat reasonable pa rin yung price. Ma-justify kung bakit ganun kataas yung presyo, pero dapat hindi naman sobrang mahal. Kasi kapag sobrang mahal, baka mamaya ang reason lang for that bloated price is para bayaran yung commission ng mga uplines mo. Number 8, and somehow related pa rin dun sa previous question natin is, why would non-members want to buy your product? Bakit siya bibili ng mga tao? Meron kasing mga customers na gusto yung produkto mo dapat, pero ayaw naman nila sumali dun sa network marketing. That will actually happen more often than not. There should be a compelling reason to buy your product, especially for those who do not want to become a member. This is a test of whether product movement and income can be sustained if recruitment stops. As I mentioned before, hindi ganun kadali mag-recruit ng bagong member, ng bagong downline. Ang magsusustain dapat nun sa network marketing business is the product sales. And it will happen more frequently na yung kinikita mo will come from people who are just buying your product and not necessarily signing up as a member. Minsan yun nga yung nagiging upsell na lang eh. Ibibenta mo yung produkto and kapag nagustuhan nila talaga at naging habit na nila, repeat sales na, dun mo i-upsell, dun mo ipipitch na, alam mo, mas makakakuha ka ng discount kung magsa-sign up ka as a member. And that's how you grow your team or your network. And then later on, the last part of it is when you tell them the business opportunity that they have. Since paragi naman silang bumibili, they know already how good the product is, then maybe you can use it and convert it into a business opportunity. So ganun yung mga kilala kong successful sa MLM business. They really focus on selling the product to non-members, to outside of the organization. And then once they become loyal customers, repeat customers, that's when they pitch the idea that this can be a business opportunity for you. And those are the 8 questions that you need to ask the recruiter o yung nag-i-invite sa'yo para mo malaman kung legit ba tong network marketing business na to or pyramid scam lang siya. First is, what product are you selling? Ano yung binibenta niyong produkto? Number 2, can I make money without recruiting anyone? Dapat pwede ka pa rin kumita ng pera kahit na hindi ka nagre-recruit. Number 3, is it possible for me to make more money than you? So kahit na ngayon ka pa lang sasali, kung magiging masipag ka, dapat kaya mong kumita ng pera na kasing laki nung mga naunang sumali. Number 4, is it possible to make as much money even without downlines? So may mga tao talaga na masipag kumuha ng downlines, and ikaw, kung ang magiging focus mo ay magbenta lang ng produkto, does the compensation plan allow you to earn as much as those who are focused on membership? And pagdating dun sa question number 3 and this one, question number 4, dapat pwedeng ipakita sa'yo nung nagre-recruit, kailangan kaya niyang i-calculate and to show you concrete proof that this is possible. Number 5 is, if everyone stops recruiting, can everyone still make money? This is the litmus test kung talaga bang maganda yung produkto ng network marketing company. Dapat kaya nyo lahat kumita ng pera sa pagbebenta lang ng produkto. And sooner or later kasi mahihirapan na mag-recruit ng mga bagong members. But that should be okay because the income is really coming from the product sales. Number 6 is there a reasonable product return policy? Kasi nagbebenta pa rin talaga kayo ng produkto and dapat merong department or an arm of the business na focus sa customer support. Kailangan merong quality customer service yung multi-level marketing na sinasalihan ninyo. Number 7, does your product have fair market value? Ano yung mga kapareho niyang produkto in the market? Kailangan merong compelling reason yung mga tao na bilhin at piliin yung produkto mo versus the competitors. Which brings us to the final question, which is, why would non-members want to buy your product? And ikaw na mismo yung makakapag-judge niyan na assuming na hindi ka interested dun sa business opportunity ng multi-level marketing company, would you buy that product or would you just buy somewhere else? Yung mga competitors na lang niya, yung mabibili mo sa department store or sa mall, yun na lang yung bibilhin mo. So you have to judge for yourself if talagang quality yung product nila, if it's really something that you yourself would use. So that's our video for today, and I hope ay marami kayong natutunan and nakatulong ito para maiwasan natin yung mga pyramid scam. Nako, marami yan ngayon, and I'm very sure na sooner or later may mga lalapit sa inyo para mag-invite na magkape. And I would say if you do have the time, pakinggan ninyo yung presentation nila and then ask these 8 questions at kilatisin nyo kung paano nila sasagutin. And that's it. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and share it to your friends. And please remember to subscribe sa ating YouTube channel. Hanggang sa susunod ulit natin na video. Goodbye, take care, and stay safe. Bye-bye. So again, you have to address the root cause of why and how you got into debt in the first place.